This is out there. Now, at the end of the day, we are all one. We all are considered black. I don't care if you're mixed and claim white. I don't care if you're mixed and claim black. You're still considered black unless you look white. Like my grandchildren. They're mixed. They look white. And regardless if my daughter understands it or not, they are going to have life a little bit easier than my nephew, than my grandson who got autistic because he's mixed. Then my kids are mixed and they're light skinned. They're going to have a lot, those kids are going to have a harder. Now my nephews and my other kids that are mine, that are my nephew's sons, they're dark skinned. They're going to have it harder than my kids. That's just what it is. So they're going to have it harder than my kids are going to have it harder than her kids. And there's nothing we can do about it. Those are things that you just have to understand. That's a lie. It doesn't make me prejudiced. It makes me aware of the situation. And if you want to deny it and get mad because I'm aware of the situation, that's on you. But I have to be aware of the situation because I have to protect mine. And what I'm saying is sometimes because you're not in it, you don't take it as serious as it is. I have a friend who's mixed. She doesn't take a lot of stuff as serious as it is. She wants everything to be peaceful. And it's all at one piece. And there's nothing wrong with this. Or we are taking it too far. Well, let us take it too far because we're the ones going through it. You can't take it too far because you're not going through it. But we're going through it. So we're going to take it as far as we can. That's what it is. And we have to, as a community of blacks, understand that it doesn't matter dark skin versus light skin, and we all still black. Light skin versus dark, we're all still black. Okay, you might be light skin with the pretty eyes, the long hair. We got dark skinned girls who are gorgeous with short hair or with long hair, because dark skinned girls have just as long hair as light skinned girls. Didn't mean to say white. So understand that it is a community of there's verses, and it's because if it was me going into a job interview with Shavante going into a job interview, I have to use her because we're always on the same platform. But me going to a job interview with Shavante going to a job interview, and they just have to hire one black person, they most likely want to hire Shavante. And it doesn't matter if I have more skills than her or not. They're going to want to hire her because of that. Now, if they hear her talk, they may be like, never mind. It don't matter which one. But because Shavante was raised in the districts of those areas, she could talk better. And they probably be like, oh, that's the one we want. And that is the truth in the world of the community. The problem is, as dark-skinned, we should not be jealous of the light-skinned, and as light-skinned, you should not be flaunting and thinking you're better than us. And that's not all light-skinned people. Light-skinned people have been abused, neglected, and as I was watching this light-skinned girl on OWN, I didn't know that light-skinned girls were getting beat up by dark-skinned girls because I never saw it. Doesn't mean it didn't happen. I never saw it. Just like, and I always have to put big in there for people who are not black because I want you to get the understanding of this. That the stuff that I see on TV about how big girls couldn't get a boyfriend or nobody, I never had any of those problems. I was always able to date. I always had a boyfriend. I don't recall me ever having to struggle. Nobody threw nothing at me at school. Nobody talked about me, and if they did, it was behind my back, so I never knew. So of course, I didn't know. But on the TV screen, the movie screen, it was always shown, and I didn't get it. But I know for a fact that if you're big, you can't get a job at certain places. So think about that too. So when it comes to all this, and I guess that'd be big girls versus skinny girls. I don't know. All I know is we as black people need to stop attacking each other. Doesn't matter our skin color. We're not better than each other. And the only people that nobody should be separating us. But it sure shouldn't be black people separating us against black people. We have white people to separate us from black people. We have the Jim Crow method that separates us from black people, from us. And they have trained us to not like light-skinned people, and light-skinned people to think they're better than black people. That's who trained us. We need to stop that. That's just it. I'm not trying to be on the racist tip. I'm just being the facts tip. That needs to stop. Black people, we need to stop doing it. And I have to do it too, because I do it all the time. I'm not even going to lie. I'll tell people in a minute. And usually I'm just joking, but I might be hurting somebody's feelings making jokes that shouldn't be made. And that's where I'm coming at, and I'll apologize. I'm sorry if I ever offended you. I never did. And to all the light-skinned guys that tried to talk to me and I didn't want to talk to them because they were light-skinned, I'm sorry. I offended you. My preference was dark-skinned because I had too many issues with light-skinned, and I should have not pinned all the light-skinned people together as one. Now, this is so long ago because I've been married 21 years, so I guess they probably don't even remember if they wanted to date me. They probably like, I wanted to date you? Who knows? I just want you to get that in your head that it doesn't. But what I was stating to my daughter, and that she took out of context, is I wasn't talking about that. There is very much been discriminated against dark skin. We have been... the dark skins are the worst, period. And when you do a tester to find out, you can get white kids, black kids, light or dark, any nationality kids, they will always say the white is right, but the rest of us is wrong. We're bad. And we have to get that knowledge out of our head. Also, another thing that I didn't know, I have a lot of alsos, so be prepared for my alsos. I didn't know how bad it was in other cultures, like Japan, and I can't even think of the other cultures. I just had Japan in my head. India, and I didn't know it was as bad. And in those countries, from watching the show, we have names for lightening and bleaching skin as fading dark spots away. That's how our creams are. It's the so-and-so cream that fades dark spots away. Where in their countries, it's white dream, white cream, become white. Light is bright. Bright. Be brighter. You got people walking down with powder on their face to be white or lighter, to be accepted. You have, I guess they still, like in Japan or China, where they still look for people to marry the person, and the first line is light skin. So it's everywhere. It's not just between us black people, and I don't know if you knew that. So black people, it's other countries that are having the same problem with lights and darks. I'm telling you. You don't think about that stuff, but that stuff is real. So just know it's everywhere. And in every culture, you all need to stop the light and dark. We can joke about it, we can laugh about it, but at the end of the day, we are all equal. We are all who we are. We are all black. We are all Africans. We are all Asians in Japan and India. We are all the same. We're made differently for a reason. And we need to love ourselves for that reason. And I don't know how to tell little girls to grow up to love themselves. And tell teenagers you're beautiful and to love yourself. You're handsome. You're amazing. But you are. And it doesn't matter if you're dark or light. It doesn't. You could be dark, in between, or light. It doesn't matter. You are you. And there is a thing called dark versus light. And it'd be nice if we could just smash it together and just say, you know what? We black and we work together. That will be amazing. I mean, that would be amazing. And I think sometimes light-skinned people or mixed people, they overdo it on the black power and on I'm going to do this and I'm not going to touch nothing. But it's as they're overdoing it, we go, oh, they're just overdoing it because they're making up for being half white or 3/4 white or this. But they're doing something we're not doing, and that is supporting our own. And at the end of the day, we need to support our own. We need to support Black-owned businesses and get everybody else to support Black-owned businesses. And I don't care what race or nationality you are, support a Black-owned business because that's what it is. And at the end of the day, I don't care if they light skin, dark skin, in between skin, and my grandbaby skin looking with blonde hair and blue eyes. You Black, I'm supporting. But I'm going to tell you this. If your kids are like my grandchildren that are blonde hair, blue eyes, or brunette and brown eyes, what they look like, teach them not to say the N-word. I'm not thrilled on Black people saying it, and I do say it. I'm not going to say it. I don't say it with the hard R, but I do say it. For some reason, it gives me when I'm saying certain things, it gives me that, come on, please, you know. Come on, you get it. You get it. I'm just saying. But they cannot say it. And even though they're Black, half Black, they can't say it because it's inappropriate. And people are not going to know off back that they're Black. And that's something that's hard. That's something that's very, very hard. And I'm going to tell you guys this too before I go and sign off. Black Lives Matter has nothing to do with anything but getting us protected from the police officers. To be treated fairly when we go to work. But right now is mainly that police officers are killing and abusing and taking advantage of their power to get rid of us or whatever their plot is. I don't know. But that is what Black Lives Matter. And we can't be hollering Black Lives Matter if we are going against light-skinned folks or dark-skinned folks or in-between folks or Blacks that are transgender or Blacks that are gays or lesbians or queers. I forgot what the other one is. I think I said them all. We're messing up the fight when we're separating each thing. If we're Black, we're Black. And we all going through it, regardless if some of us get it a little bit easier than others. We are all going through it. At the end of the day, if we get pulled over, it's gonna be we have the same fear. So let's stop having light skin versus dark skin. We're Black. My Black people, I love you. And even though this feels like I'm doing a joke, I'm not. Like, I'm really meaning I love you. I love you for who you are. And we have to stop being racist. You know what? I don't see white people doing that. I know it's how it's going to be done, but I don't. You got to tell me, do you see white people doing that? Oh, I can't be hanging out with her. Why? Because she lighter than me. What? She lighter than me. She white. Uh-huh. She been in tan and blue too long for me. She can't be white no more. She got to be another color. What color she going to be? She don't be with the orange people because she been in the tan and blue too long? No. They don't do that. So why are we? Let's stop. We got to start with slavery cause and with Jim Crow cause. We got to stop it today. So let's do that today. And remember to love and live each day as if it were your last. Smoochers, don't forget to hit subscribe, like, and the bell button. And talk to you later.